In previous video, we talked about the element-wise operations we can perform on tensors, right? Now, there we saw the tensors needs to be on same shape, then only we can perform those operations. And over there, we also talked about if the tensors are not in same shape, how what should we do in that case, right? So in those scenarios, the broadcasting will be helping us. So today's video's topic will be the broadcasting techniques on tensors. Now, if we just talk about very briefly what broadcasting is. So broadcasting is the process of making arrays or tensors with different shapes to have the compatible shapes for that any kind of arithmetic operations there. Now, for an example, let's say I have this particular tensor. So this is a 2D tensor, we can see it, right? It is having 2 rows and 4 columns here. So it's a matrix over here. Now, I just wanted to, let's say it's x, and I have a vector. Okay, it's having a single dimension. Let's say it's y. I just wanted to add these two things together. So how should I do it? As we have seen before, this x and y needs to be on same shape, then only we will be able to add them, right? So that means either generally the y needs to be, because x is the higher dimensional tensor here, which is 2 4, and y is the lower dimensional tensor here, that means a vector over here. So if we can some way make this y as same shape as x, that means the lower dimensional tensor same shape as the higher dimensional tensor, then we'll be able to add these two things together, correct? Something like this one. So x is our 2 4 and y is the shape is 4 over here, right? So if we just take x as is, and then this y I will just repeat here, something like this one. So I will be creating 2 rows with the same values, whatever y is having over here. Then essentially what I am making is I am making x was already 2 4 and y also I am making 2 4 as well. So in this way I am converting y from a vector to a matrix. So this is what happens when we talk about the broadcasting mechanisms or broadcastings on tensors. Okay, now we can perform this arithmetic addition on these two tensors here. Now there could be a lot of different scenarios available on how broadcasting should work and different rules as well. So broadly we can divide all those scenarios into two parts where the tensor ranks are different. That means, let's say we just saw an example of addition of a 2D tensor with a vector, right? So their ranks are different. Even let's say we want to add a 2D tensor with a 3D tensor. So both are different rank tensor there, right? Now it may happen that the tensor have the same rank, but the dimension sizes are different. Let's say 2 3 and 2 1. We'll talk about this degenerate dimension very soon in this video. Okay, so in those cases what should we do? So let us talk about one by one how should we approach in these two scenarios there. So now let's first talk about when we encounter tensors with different rank. So this is very actually easy scenarios to work with. So let's say we have a matrix called x, a 2D tensor, and we want to add, let's say, a scalar. Okay, so let's talk about, because we will talk about scalar as well over here, so that we will cover all the scenarios. So scalar have the 0 dimension and this matrix has the 2 dimension over here. Now when we want to add a scalar with any higher dimensional tensor, the broadcasting always works automatically. That means over here this 10 will be added to each and every element of x over here. So essentially what we are doing it over here is, so if we just think about intuitionally over here, so we if we can make a list of the scalars, which list of, like, let's say 4 columns and 2 rows, then we just need to add that to this x, right? So that is what broadcasting is, to make a lower dimensional tensor or scalar to match with the higher dimensional. Okay, so this is scalar stuff is very easy to understand. Let's talk about a example of 2D tensor and vector. So the same example we saw initially, our x is having a 2 by 4 matrix and y is a vector over here with the size 4, correct? So now when we talk about broadcasting, so and that too broadcasting of tensors with different dimensions or different ranks basically over here, the first thing we need to keep in mind that while doing the broadcasting we need to give a tuple, and in that tuple we need to give the dimension number of the higher dimension tensor which is matching with the lower dimension tensor. Let's make it very simple. Okay, so that means we have a vector, we have a matrix x or 2D tensor x with size 2, 4, and we have a vector y with size 4. So which one is matching? The first, that means if we just talk about in terms of axis, so this is the first axis and this is the zeroth axis, right? Zeroth axis means always row wise and the first axis is always column wise here. So that means this 4 is basically the first dimension of this particular x here, which is matching with the y 4 over here, correct? So in the broadcasting tuple we need to give this dimension number where x is matching with y. So let's see that. So in the broadcasting tuple we will be giving 1 over here because the for x the dimension 1 is having these 4 elements which is matching with this 4 over here, right? So now once we identify that one, so that means if we just want to broadcast this y to a higher dimension vector or higher dimension tensor x, so that means I have to have these 4 elements as my number of columns because I have given the 1 as a broadcasting tuple over here. We'll see another example in the next one where we can give 0 as well as the broadcasting tuple. We'll see that one. Okay, so but as currently we are doing the broadcasting based on the dimension 1 which is having 4 elements, that means I have to have these 4 elements as my columns. Okay, so that means my x will be as is, but this is my first one. So I already have y with the 4 columns. So then what I need to do is I just need to repeat it again to make it as 2, 4 because my end goal is to make y as same shape as x, but how we will doing it, that will be different. Okay, so in this case we have done through the dimension 1, so that's why we kept y as is and then we just repeated y another row wise to just make the, so make it as 2, 4 as well. So what we have done, we just broadcasted till it matches the number of rows in x over here. Okay, we just repeated that one, and if you see the repetition we have done, we are stacking y vertically over here, kind of, right? So we talk about the dimension 1 wise broadcasting over here. Now let's see another example on the similar topic and see how the broadcasting based on dimension 0 is also possible. Okay, we will start with another matrix, 4 by 4 matrix now. Okay, so this is my x and this is my y. My y is same, my x has become now 4 by 4 matrix or another 2D tensor over here. Okay, I just wanted to add these two guys together so that as we have seen, as these two guys are not in same size, same shape over here, we need to have a broadcast over here. We need to broadcast it, right? Now this is 4 by 4 and this is 4 size. and for x this is my dimension 1 and this is my dimension 0 here. Now the first thing, as we have seen in the previously, we will do the broadcasting based on dimension 1, right? So that means my x will be as is and my y will be stacked vertically here, right? Because dimension 1 has 4 columns here. So we are stacking it vertically. Now let's say, and let's see over here how the same problem can be tackled with the dimension 0 as well, because the first rule we need to understand and we need to remember over here is, for the higher dimensional tensor x, the dimension which is matching with the dimension of the lower dimensional tensor, that will be my broadcasting tuple. So in this case, if you see it, previously the both are 4, right? The dimension 0 wise also we have 4 elements, dimension 1 wise also we have 4 elements here. So both of these 4 are matching with the number of elements or the number of elements in the dimension 0 of y over here. Let's say this is because it's a vector, it is having a single dimension here, right? So we saw an example of how to broadcast based on 1. So now let's say, because the first also matching with the number of elements of y, right, the size of that particular dimension of y, so we can broadcast using 0 as well, the first dimension, the 0th dimension as well over here. Okay, but in this case, because 0 means we need to at least have 4 rows to start with, but in the y currently we have single row. So in this case, if we want to broadcast based using the 0th dimension, first we need to make this y column wise. Okay, so that means I just establish the 4 rows over here. Then for the other dimension by which we are not broadcasting now, that is the dimension 1, we need to have 4 columns. That means I will just repeat this guy 4 times, correct? So we will keep x as is, then we will just take the y, then repeat it till we match the number of elements we are having in the dimension, in the other dimension over here. Okay, so similar stuff. So to make it 4 by 4. Now if you see it over here, in this case we are just stacking these elements of y side by side over here. Similarly, if we go for higher dimensional tensor, like a 3D tensor over here, right? So it is having kind of 2 layers, each and every layer is a 3 by 4 matrix, and we want to add it with a 3 by 4 matrix, another 2D tensor here. Okay, so if you see it, the first thing we will see which dimensional values are matching. So for this guy, this is the higher dimensional tensor, right? So for this guy, the dimension 1 and the dimension 2 is matching with this guy dimension, this 3 and 4, dimension 0 and 1, correct? So that means our broadcasting tuple will be 1 and 2, because this is the one dimensional value, the value of the number of elements in the dimension 1, and this is the number of elements in the dimension 2, correct? And then we will just broadcast. We need to make these 2 shapes similar. That means if we just create these 2 layers of this guy, then we are done. So that is what we will be doing it here while doing the broadcast, to make the shape as 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the overall idea behind this one. Now if we just talk about a very generalized rule of broadcasting of 2 different shapes, or basically 2 different ranks of tensor. So let's say I have a tensor 1 with dimension m and op, so this is kind of a higher dimensional tensor, and the tensor 2 which is having t and u, that's the lower dimensional tensor. Now I just make it as a table over here, and if you see it, the m is the dimension 0, n is the dimension 1, o is the dimension 2, and p is the dimension 3 here for the higher dimensional tensor. And for tensor 2, t is the dimension 0 and u is the dimension 1 here. Now it may happen that when we wanted to do broadcasting, first thing is, as we said, where this T and U matching with this M and OP, we need to see that will be our broadcasting tuple. So T, let's say for an example, T can match with O and U can be similar same way as P over here. So that means the broadcasting tuple will be 2, 3 over here. Okay, then for the other dimension we just need to repeat that. That is how it needs to be. Similarly, if T is matching with N and U is matching with this O, our broadcasting tuple will be 1, 2. Similar stuff. Similarly, if T is matching with the dimension 0, that means M, and U is matching with O, our broadcasting tuple will be 0, 2 here. Similar stuff. Okay, so now let's move on and let's talk about the tensors which are having same rank but they have degenerate dimension. That means the dimension size are not same and one of them is 1. That is called actually the degenerate dimension. Let's take an example. Let's say I have these two tensors over here, 2D tensors. One, the shape is 2, 3, and another shape is 2, 1. Now both are 2D tensor, both is having similar number of dimensions here, correct? That means they having similar rank as well, but the sizes of those dimensions are different. Here for the dimension 1 the number of element is 3, here for the dimension 1 the number of element is 1. So we still can't add them because they are still not in the same shape, correct? So that means here also there is the problem of broadcasting we need to apply. That means we need the fundamentals of broadcasting we need to apply over here as well. So let's see how we can tackle this. So let's first talk about the rule. So first thing we need to check is the tensors, those two tensors are compatible or not. First thing is that one. So now how we will be checking the tensors are compatible? The dimensions needs to be compatible as well. Okay, now how the dimensions will be compatible? There are two rules here. One is either the dimensions are equal, okay, that means they have the equal number of elements there, or one of them is 1, that means the number of elements for that particular dimension is 1. Okay, and this is called actually the degenerate dimension as we have seen it before. Now if these tensors are compatible, that means their dimensions are compatible, that means this particular rules are has been successfully applied on those two tensors, then the broadcasting happens in this way. The resulted shape will be the maximum among those two inputs at every dimension index. That means for all those different dimensions, whatever the number of elements we have, if the tensors are compatible, we need to take the maximum value of all those dimensions, and then that will actually form the final shape of that particular resultant tensor. Okay, so let's see an example here. So if you see just these two guys which we already saw initially, so over here let's try to see whether these two tensors are compatible or not. First of all, this for the 0th dimension we have two elements here, we have two elements here as well, that means they are same. For the dimension 1, for this tensor we have 3 elements, but for this tensor we have 1 elements. So this is also compatible because one of them is 1 here. Okay, so that means we are talking about two compatible tensors here. So then what will be the resultant one? So this will be 2, 3. We need to take maximum of this 2, right, and maximum of this 2 over here. So that will be the final shape. Similarly, let's talk about this one. So for the 0th dimension we have one of them is 1, that means this is fine. For the first dimension one of them is 1 as well, that means this is fine. That means these two tensors are compatible as well. Then the final shape will be take maximum, that means 2, 3 over here. Similarly, for this 3D tensor, for the first one of them is 1, that means this is fine. For the rest of the dimensions all are same, that means we are talking about two compatible tensors over here as well. The shape will be 7 then 2 5 here. Okay, now let's talk about an incompatible 3D tensor. If you see it over here, for the 0th dimension they are matching, first dimension also they are matching, but for the second dimension one of them is not 1. They are not matching, but even one of them is also not 1 as well. That means these two tensors cannot be broadcasted. So it is incompatible tensor over here. Okay, so hopefully we got a fair idea about broadcasting mechanisms on tensor. In next videos we'll talk about more fun stuff about tensors and deep learning. Okay, see you in next video.